But, well, guys, we are in for a treat. We're gonna have a tremendous rock star that is making everything happen in a lightning speed way. She is a rock star from Florida, my state. So I'm gonna be presenting you Bobbijo Norris with the training this morning. So Bobbijo, the call is yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Francisco. I appreciate being here with everybody. You're throwing me off this morning because it says Chris and it's not Chris. It's okay though, it's all good. You guys, I'm Bobbijo. I'm super excited to be here with you guys. I am very much an interactive person. So, oh my gosh, side note, Nicole is feeding a squirrel. That's amazing. So I very much am an interactive person. So as I, talk to you guys, please feel free to comment in the chat section. I'm going to do things a little bit differently today. I try to get on every single Saturday, and I listen to all the amazing tips and trainings that the leaders that come on here do. But I'm really going to be doing things a little bit differently today because I believe that we have gold on our hands. I really do. I've been in the industry for 9 years. I know what we have when I see it. What we have is usually, you've got all these companies and all these products, and usually you're going to have a good, product line, but like a semi-good compensation plan, or you'll have a really great compensation plan and then products that don't really do what they say they're going to do. And we have all the pieces to the puzzle, you guys, and I think that's super powerful. So as I said, I've been in the industry for 9 years. I've been with our company now for 2 months, I want to say, and I am shooting for diamond. So we're super close, and I'm really excited for the team that I get to call family. I don't know if you can mute everybody, Francisco, but Laura, you're unmuted. Not that I'm trying to call you out, girl, but just so you could mute yourself. But what I want to talk to you guys today about is really setting yourself up for success. So if you guys, if you don't know how long you've been with this company and if you're brand new to the industry. So if you're brand new to the industry, just write new and then how long you've been here. If you've been in the industry before, write vet or whatever and how long you've been in our company. So I'm going to be talking a lot about setting yourself up for success and really planning out your month. Some of you guys may have heard me train on this before. It's powerful because I do it every single month, because without goals, we have nothing to work towards. You can't, that's what I tell my clients. I'm a personal trainer too. And I tell my clients, you can buy really cute gym clothes, but if you don't actually take your butt to the gym and do the work, you're missing a really huge piece to the puzzle, which is your goal, the things you want to accomplish. Your business is the same thing, right? I don't treat my business like a hobby, and some people do. 80% of the people that come into your business are actually going to treat it like a hobby, and that's okay. But I don't. This is my career. This is something that I love. I'm passionate about the industry. I'm passionate about what we're doing here, and I don't take it lightly. So again, you guys have heard me say this before. Do not sleep on this opportunity. And I've heard many other leaders in our team say that. Do not sleep on what we have here. What we have here will change your life, but it requires you to set the goal, to do the actions, to do the work, to create that life-changing opportunity for you and your family. So please understand everything that I'm going to say to you guys. I might get a little fiery. I just have spitfire in my soul, and it's just to keep you guys on your toes and to let you know I'm a mom. I'm busy. I have a lot going on, but I want you to understand what you have, so do not sleep on it. Okay. So how I plan my month is you set yourself up, right? We have like 2 days and 13 hours or something crazy for the rest of this month. And you could take a lot of what we're going to talk about and apply it to the rest of this month. So you take your goal of what you want to accomplish, whether it's a big goal or a little goal. Everybody's goals are different. For me, my goal this month was an audacious goal. It was doubling my business from what we did last month to then finishing out the month this month. And when you believe in what you have your hands on, you can change and impact lives, including your own. Always remember to make your giving hand bigger than your receiving hand, and your blessing is going to be tenfold. So what you have your hand on, you have to have that belief system in it, right? And when you set your goals, you have to know that your goal is going to be accomplished, because nothing is going to stop you from getting there. For me, my goal was audacious. It was doubling my business, and I'm only 2 months in the business, guys. So I know what we have our hands on. I know how it's impacted my life. And I know that there's more people in this world that need our products. So it's my job as the messenger to take what we have and go and share it with the world. And if I don't, someone else will, right? Because that's just the reality. Those are the facts. I build my business on social media. I talk to people all day long. And if I don't share it with people and I don't go to impact lives, you guys, someone else is going to come into my network, my friends, my, place of operation, and they're going to do my job for me, and they're going to reap the reward. Right? So my advice to you is to set a goal and to stay focused on it. Your goals can be big, they can be small, but whatever you decide to set your goal on, you guys, this is sitting on my computer. This little Post-it note, I don't know if you can read it. It says diamond, $34,000. It's sitting right here on my computer because I set that goal earlier this month, and I'm going to stare at it every day working towards my goal, because I know what it means for my family and for my team. I know what it means for the people who are watching me transform my life on social media, and the hope that it's bringing to them as they're continuing to watch me do what I'm doing, right? So what I do is every month I take my goal, my overall goal. Marsha, your phone isn't on. Can you mute your phone, please? Thank you. So I take my overall goal, 34,000, and I break it down into daily points. What do you need every single day in order to make your goal happen? So you take your big goal and you break it down. You take the big goal and you divide it by the number of days that you have in the month, and then you know what you need to do daily. But here's the thing. How many of you guys can control what your team does? I'd like to see a show of hands. How many of you guys can control what your team does? Because the truth is nobody can. Nobody. You can't go and tell your team, hey, you guys, you need to do this. Hey, you need to do that. You got to, get this many customers in order for your goal to be achieved. You can lead by example. You can lead with love, and you can do the things that you can control. So when you're planning out your month, I'm going to tell you guys a few really quick tips. Number one, life is going to happen. People are going to come in. They're going to distract you. Your husband's going to ask you 75 times a day, what's for dinner? And things are going to happen, right? Your kid is going to say, I can't find my tennis shoes. I can't find my book bag. I didn't do my homework. You guys, life is going to happen. And your goal is going to be distracted from what you're trying to accomplish. And the truth is if you believe in what you're doing, if you believe in your goal and you believe in what it's going to do to impact your family and the world around you, when life happens, it's not a distraction. It's just something you've got to take care of quick so that you can get back onto your path to accomplish your goal, right? Or you can be very much like me, and I'll get to this later on, but I set up my entire week so that when distractions come in, I can say there's a container in the refrigerator that has dinner in it. Go heat it up, right? Your homework is already done. We've done it on Sunday. You guys, I'm very regimented because I know what my goal, when we accomplish our goal, I know what that means for my family. And my goal is to change lives, including my own. So I can't allow what I'm working towards, like changing my life, and my life then to become the distraction to not keep me on the path to creating a good or better life. Does that make sense, guys? So you can't control your team. You can't say, this is my overall goal, this is what we need every single day to accomplish it, and expect your goal to happen when you're a dictator. It doesn't work that way, right? So what I do is when I take my monthly goal, I break it down into a daily goal so that I know what I need to do in order to make that happen. I lead with love. I lead by example. And what I do is I run with the runners, I walk with the walkers, and I don't push anybody. I don't push a single person. We talk about their goals, we talk about the things that they want to accomplish, and I work with them to accomplish that. So I do the same thing with my team. You want to go for star, this is what you need to do every single day, right? You want to go for bronze, this is what you need to get every single day. And it comes down to you adding people to whatever page you're in, your ATM page, right? And then, I'm sorry, ATM, I use terminology that people probably don't understand. It's called add tag message. So your product page, the page where you have testimonials, you add people to that page. The more people that you can get in that page, the more you're going to be able to achieve your goal. So it requires focus, it requires heart, it requires knowing exactly what you need, and it requires daily activity of consistent action to get you there. You cannot control your team, you can control yourself. So let's talk about the things that you can control. Number one, you can control staying near the fire, showing up on calls like this, reaching out and asking for help if you need it. Your uplines or your enroller are not mind readers. They don't know if you need help. And if you're struggling with post ideas, with adding people, with conversations, with verbiage, your upline needs to know those things because they want to help you, but they can't read that you're struggling. So stay close to the fire. You can control how many people you message every day. You guys, every single day before I go to bed, I make sure that I at least add 7 people every day to our product page, because that means I've impacted 7 new lives every day. And I'm not going to go to bed until I know that those 7 lives are in that page, looking at all the testimonials that are coming through that page, okay? You can control how many customers you enroll. You guys, my goal this month was to enroll 20 customers, to impact 20 lives, and I'm almost to 50. So when I tell you that it works, the system that we have works, I'm telling you it works, because never in 9 years have I ever signed 50 customers in 1 month, ever. So the product that we have, I believe in it so much so that I know what this product is going to do for people, that I will not stop until every person has a happy cup of coffee in their life or a happy cup of cocoa, because we all need it. All of us do. You can control how many people, I've already said this, but how many people you're adding to your products page, right? The more people you get into that page, the more eyes you have on that page, the more people you're going to close, because they're reading the testimonies and they're seeing hope unveiled on that page, okay? And that's not your control. You're just doing your job as the messenger to put people into that page. Have you guys heard me talk about the 20-point rule before? You can control how many times you do the 20-point rule. Every single time, here's the 20-point rule in case you don't know it, but every single time I open my Facebook app or page, I go through, instead of mindlessly scrolling, because that doesn't produce any kind of income. It's not an income producing activity. So every time when I open up my app or I open up Facebook, and I don't care if you open up Facebook 17 times in an hour, you're going to do this every single time you open up your app. And what I do is I go down and I get 1 point for liking or loving someone's post, and I get 1 or 2 points for genuinely commenting on someone's post, okay? And my goal is to get to 20 points before I open up my notifications. If you comment on a teammate's post, or you like a teammate's post, those points do not count towards your 20. Your goal is to stay relevant, to stay in people's faces. And when you follow the 20-point rule, Facebook is going to view you as important because you're active on Facebook and you're going to have more eyes on your stuff as you're posting and, talking about your journey. That's what the 20-point rule is going to do for you, okay? So you can control that. The 20-point rule, if you're not doing it, I highly recommend you start, because I've been doing it for 9 years, and that is how I've created my network of people on Facebook and Instagram. is because I follow the 20-point rule all the time. You also can control what you post every day. So if you're posting more than like 2 times a day, I want you to pull that back a little bit. You don't need to post more than once or twice a day. Your page should be a Super Bowl commercial, not a commercial that people tune out from. Your page should be a page that offers hope and encouragement, education, funny, things that you're learning to overcome, things that you're learning. It should be something that you're good at, that you're digesting, and then you're pushing it back out into the world. So it should be a place where people want to tune into, not a place where people want to tune out from. Those are things you can control. If you want to post more in your stories, being active in Facebook stories also helps you to stay relevant on Facebook. So that's a place where you can do short videos. That's a place where you could talk a lot about your kids. That's a place where you could, do before and after pictures nonstop, right? That's a place where every morning at 5 a.m. you're going to see a video or a picture of me working out in the gym. Those are all things that are going to keep you active on your Facebook so people can continue to see you and your journey and your transition. You control that, not your team. But the more that you're consistent, the more your business is going to grow. The more your network is going to grow, the more your current cold market turns into your warm market, and then you begin to build another cold market. So it's like a revolving door. The more people you can push into your door, the faster your door is going to spin, and the greater your business is going to grow. If you've got nobody in your doorway, it doesn't move. So you want to keep people in your doorway. The best way to do it is to stay consistent. You also can control your 6 list. So this is another tool that I use every night before I go to bed, because if you're very much like me, I'm a red personality, red yellow, and I don't sleep much at night. I go to bed every night at midnight, 12:30, and I wake up at 5 a.m. to work out. Every night before I go to bed, if you have Post-it notes like this, I keep these next to my bed every night, and on here it's called my 6, S-I-X, so the number 6 list. And I write 6 things on here that I need to get done the next day when I'm up and active. And I will not go to bed until this 6 list is done. So it can be things like, gotta follow up with Sarah, got a phone call with Susie, check on 5 customers, re-tag 10 people that I already added into the products page, talk to so-and-so about business, post about me making my unicorn magic. It can be whatever you want it to look like. Your 6 list, I make mine all business, right? Because these are 6 things that I need to get done for my business the next day before I go to sleep. This is what I do every night. Another thing that I do is every Sunday, I plan out my entire week. And I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but it's because I want to stay in my creative stage, right? So throughout the week, I don't have to bounce around and be distracted from my goal, because my time that I dedicate to my business is a priority, and I want it to stay that way, okay? So every Sunday, I take the time in the morning after church to prep all of my meals for the week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I prep my daughter's lunches. I prep all of our breakfasts. I do all of our dinners, and they go in the refrigerator, because then I know my food is done. I go into the fridge, I pull out a container, I either eat it, and I'm good. I don't have to think about what's for dinner or think about what's for lunch. That's done. I also prep all of my posts. Sure, things are going to come up throughout the week where I have to then, maybe I have a new post idea, or maybe, something else has come up where I have to share it, right? But I usually prep all of my posts. I come up with words, I do my emojis, I do all of that. I save it to the notes section of my phone. So come on Monday, I have Monday's post done. I've got Tuesday's post done, and I don't have to be in that, oh my gosh, I forgot to post today's stage, right? I can stay creative on my stories, and then I can do the 20-point rule, and I can just continue to build those relationships, because relationships in this business are the most important thing that you're going to develop as you grow your business. Okay. Also, let me flip over to the back. I do not compare myself. So as you guys have seen on here, some people said I'm brand new to the industry. Some people said this company almost 2 months, 4 years. She's been 4 years, 3.5 months shooting for gold. Yeah, girl, get it. 15 months. There's a lot of people who are vets, and there's a lot of people who are new, right? And you guys, listen, the worst thing you could do for your business is compare yourself to someone else. You do not know what that person has been through in order to put them in the position that they're in today. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh man, she's her 2nd month in. I wish I could go for diamond, right? Or some of you guys are like, wow, that's awesome. I want to do that. But the truth is, don't compare your journey to mine, because you don't know where I've been to be in the position that I'm in. You don't know how hard, the struggle has been in order to be where I'm at today. And a lot of what you're looking at for people is the victories. You're comparing your journey to their victories, but you don't know the struggle that they had to go through in order to have that victory. And the worst thing you can do is compare your victory to someone else's victory, because your struggles are different. We all have struggles. We all have, things that we've been through in our life. And so what you're wanting, really, in reality, when you compare yourself to other people, what you're wanting is their victory, but not really their struggle. So make sure when you're looking at someone's victory that you're also asking yourself, would I want their struggle too? Because the reality is, no, you don't. You don't know what people have gone through in order to have that victory. So my advice to you is, when you set a goal and you set up all of your activities throughout the weeks, the month, whatever it is that you do, the day, ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice? Because ultimately in this business, if you want to have a life-changing opportunity, you are going to have to sacrifice something, right? You guys, I don't watch TV. We have a TV in our living room, and I don't ever turn it on. It's never on. I read books, but they're in my schedule because I block out times to do personal development. I listen to a lot of audiobooks. I listen to a lot of, personal development stuff. But you guys, I have learned throughout the years that sacrifice looks different for everybody. So you have to decide, if you're going for a really big goal that is going to transform your family's health, your family's financial situation. It's going to help you fire your boss. It's going to help you pay off some debt. We have that opportunity here. But it requires sacrifice, and it requires you not making an excuse to get there. So for me, I don't compare. I don't compare myself to anybody, because I don't have the time or energy to give someone else my victory. I will not subject who I am to someone else's victory, because my victory matters, but it's up to me to achieve that. So when I set my goals, I understand that life is going to come. The distractions of all the storms are going to come into my life, which they have. But I'm not going to subject my goal, my life-changing opportunity, my ability to transform lives around me. I'm not going to subject all of those things to the distractions that come to steal, kill, and destroy your goal, to steal, kill, and destroy your victory, to steal, kill, and destroy your mindset, and ultimately to pull you out of an amazing place where you have the ability to completely transform your life, both mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, all the things that we have here, right? So what I want to share with you lastly, and then I promise I'll be done. Let me just make sure. If you guys have questions, you can post them. I'm kind of reading and keeping up with you guys. And please let me know if this is helping you, because I could talk forever about tips and ideas and setting goals and mindset and heart and working, to help you achieve your best life. but really it's up to you to put it into action, right? I like I said, I work mostly on social media, so I do a lot of lives. I love posting. I love all the things that we have here, and the ability that we have to do them. Let me just make sure. Yep. Sundays, I talked about that. Don't sit on what we have. Be confident. I shared that. That's super important. Lastly, I created this income producing activity chart, which I'm going to actually post in all the team pages. So I'll post it in Ricky's. I already asked him. I didn't ask Nancy or Melissa. I'm sure they won't care. But I made this income producing activity chart that I print out every week, you guys. I've printed this chart out every week for about 6 years, okay? And every week, I follow this. So every day my goal before I go to bed is to get 21 points, okay? If you wanna build your business faster, you're gonna work towards more points. If you don't, you're treating it like a hobby, maybe this isn't even something that you want, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this so that everybody can have it and see it. But on this list are all income producing. And Angie, can you mute your phone, please? Sorry. On this list are all income producing activities. They have a point system attached to it. And the points will help you reach your goals. And on the bottom here, will you post the 20 steps? Wendy, yes, I will. Can you recommend a good daily journal? Okay, I'll go through those in just a second. So on the bottom here, it has people that you need to follow up with. It has new customers or teammates that you can put their name in this section here. It has a way to rate yourself. I mean, you guys, these are all things, when I set my goal, these are all things that I set myself up for every single month. And when I rate myself, I'm honest with myself and I ask myself, would I hire me? Like, would I hire me? Am I doing my best? Am I giving everything that I have every single day? Would I hire me? Because the truth is, as you set your goal, you cannot expect your team to be more than you are. If you are not showing up, if you don't use this chart, if you use this chart and you're not getting 21 points a day, you're not following the 20-point rule, if you're not doing your 6 list, if you're not, adding people to the pages, if you're not talking to people about business, you cannot expect your team to do more than what you're doing. So if you want to have these big, audacious goals like I do, and you want to accomplish really huge things in this business, you cannot expect other people to do more than what you're currently doing. So make sure when you set your goals, you're asking yourself, this is a question I ask myself every day. Did you do your best? And would you hire you today? Because we need to self-reflect. We need to know that we're giving our best, and everybody's best looks different. But if you're not giving your best, you cannot get mad at the end of the month when you did not reach your goal, because you would not have, or your team would follow suit, right? So self-reflection is huge. And knowing that you have space and room to grow, knowing that you have people here who want you to succeed, knowing that you have the tools here that you need to succeed. I've never been a part of a business where there's so many trainings and so many tools and so many things that are like right at your fingertips and capable for you to achieve huge things. But ultimately, it's up to you to go out there and make it happen. Okay, so yes, I will share my income producing activity sheet. I'm going to post it in the different pages. Where are you posting, as we are all different teams? Heidi, I'm going to post them in a Ricky's team page, Nancy's team page, and Melissa's team. Those are the only pages that I'm in. Can you repeat your 20-point rule again? Don't have to do the example. Sure, the 20-point rule is every single time I open up the Facebook app or the Facebook page, I make sure as I'm scrolling, because endless scrolling doesn't do anything for you. So for every like or comment that I do, you get 1 point. for every genuine comment. Hey Vicky, can you mute your
Connor,
phone, please?
oh, you got one meatball here. You eat it up, please. Thank
For
you.
every
Done? Are you finished?
Thank you. For every genuine comment, there we go. I'm talking to you guys, but I'm a squirrel, so I get distracted really fast. But for every genuine comment, you get 2 points, and your goal is to get to 20 points before you check Messenger, before you check your notifications. If you comment or like on a teammate's post, that doesn't count towards your 20 points. Okay, you want to get to 20 points because that keeps you relevant and active on Facebook. It keeps fresh eyes coming onto your stuff. And you guys, listen really quick. Do not be afraid to unfriend people. You know, if people don't comment on your stuff, or people, you know, you've been friends with this person for 4 years and they don't ever comment on your messages, or they don't ever like your stuff, listen, you're running a business here. And yes, I believe in relationships. I build relationships all day long, but a relationship is a two-way street, right? Can I get an amen? A relationship is a two-way street. If people are not giving and always taking, or they're not, you know, or you're always giving and they're never responding, I'm good with deleting people, right? I'm good with that. You do not owe someone an explanation or have to beg or convince or borrow people for friendship. You will find somebody who genuinely wants to be your friend. So delete people who serve no purpose on your Facebook and start adding people who serve purpose on your Facebook, okay? I talked about the 20-point rule, just making sure. Somebody asked me about a journal, and I totally missed that. So every single day, what I do, and there's so many tips, you guys, that I could give you guys, because again, I've been here for a long time in this industry, but I use a calendar. So I use the this income producing activity sheet because it keeps me active for income producing activities, right? And then every night I use my 6 list, which is this little Post-it note, and I make sure that I get this done every day the next day. And then the 20-point rule. So if you can combine those 3 things together, you're going to have a complete transition in your business, because those 3 things will keep you active. Those three things will create consistency for you, which ultimately is the most important thing, right? Yes, I will share. The training is being recorded. Oh, somebody already said that. Just kidding. Do I do Instagram also? Yes, I do. I get rid of dead weight all the time. Yes, girl. I'm good with deleting too. I totally keep a journal with. Okay, so that's all that I have. Facebook detox is really key, you guys. Remember that if I can leave you with anything, your job is to create hope, to offer hope. It's to create an impact, because we have enough crappy people in this world. We have enough people in this world who are sad and down and depressed and really do not vocally or publicly talk about how they are, how they feel. Be transparent on your Facebook. Stop, please, posting all these amazing, things about how life is lollipops and rainbows, you guys. People do not need to see that. People need to see the truth. People need to know what you're going through or what you went through, the things that you've overcome. They need to know your story. And when you are tired of sharing your story and you think nobody's listening, share it again and again and again and again, because your story matters. Your voice matters. Somebody is looking to you to be their hope dealer. And if you don't share it with them, you don't know the effects that could have on their life long term. So be a hope dealer. Be the person that is real and transparent on other people's Facebooks when they're fake and they're not real. Because ultimately, how you talk to people, how you treat people, how you share your story is going to draw so many people to you. And I truly believe that's why I'm at almost 50 customers this month, because I have been so transparent about my journey in this industry and about the things that I have struggled with. And I don't care what people think, you guys. I know that teen suicide is at an all-time high. I know that there's people being human trafficked every day because they're broken inside. I know that there's love lacking in every community. I know that mental health is a real thing. And if we don't talk about what we have to help, we are missing the mark. That is our job. So that's all I have, Francisco. I'll pass it back to you. I appreciate, being asked to be here. If you guys have questions, please reach out. I'm open book on Facebook. You guys, I don't hide things. I don't do anything special. I put my pants on the same way as you guys every day. I am nobody special. Let's go out there and transform this world with one cup of happy at a time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
You're awesome, Bobbijo. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great training.
Thank you.
Phenomenal job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bobbijo.
Awesome, thanks.
Francisco, you're breaking up.
Thank you.